welcome back to the Football Tea. It's your boy, Football Matter, and I'm here with We Talk Football.
The Football
Today's episode is the hottest of them all. You know it's summer already, and what comes with summer is the hotness, the heat. You know, understand? But the summer transfer window is even hotter than the weather itself. And that's we are going to discuss today about the 4 major teams currently in the Premier League, and with the most or the best transfers so far. We are going to rate, rank, and then discuss them in details. We are talking about the likes of Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, and the last but definitely not the least, Arsenal. But before we continue, if you have not liked, shared, or subscribed to this amazing page, please do that now before we dive into it. And We Talk Football, how are you doing?
You did not mention Manchester United.
No, they left the group chat. Yeah, they left the group chat. You are talking about the big boys with money. You are not talking about people, who negotiate transfers for 2 months. Yeah.
I'm doing great, thank God.
So which of these 2 teams that I mentioned above do you think has done the better business or have the best summer so far?
To be honest, these 4 teams you already mentioned are just already, smashing it in the transfer window, going strategically, going get the players that they want, and of course just to fill a position that they lack in. But to me personally, I definitely think Liverpool is just smashing the market, doing it in the very, very good way, champions way. And then of course, almighty Arsenal, the Gunners. What about you though?
Well, yeah, you mentioned people who have tried, but there are people who have done a very smart business already. And I think it's the blue side. You mentioned the red side, I understand, but the blue side, Chelsea and Man City, they are being put under the radar. Yes, these people might have spent the most money or gone big, but Manchester City and Chelsea signings are very, very smart, and they were done well on time. Take for instance Manchester City, the signings they made in January were not, just January signing. They were also summer signings. Those guys will see their best, like Omar Mamouche, who, despite the fact that he left Bundesliga in January, he still has more goal and assist contribution than Florian Wirtz, who went on to win the Bundesliga Player of the Year, and then was, Liverpool had to spend times 2 the number of amounts, Omar Mamouche was brought into Man City for. There is Kusanov. This is the year you are going to see the best of Kusanov because Ruben Dias has dropped, and then also you have Ryan At-Nouri, one of the most exciting left back. When you see him, you get that vibe of Marcelo on the ball. He's very swift, very fluid. Attacking wise, he's going to hold that left hand side very well. And you saw the connection already with Doku in the Club World Cup. So it's something is going to make definitely who is going to play on that left hand side, be it Doku, be it Omar Mamouche, or be it Savinho. He's going to make that left hand side a nightmare for any right back to play against. And then you also have Ryan Cherki, the man with no weak foot. What he's able to do with the ball is his technicality, his shooting range, his passing ability. He's one of the best passers of the ball currently in the world football. And then you also have Ryan Echedi. Okay, that one has gone to go. And then the fact that Haaland is retained in the club and well refreshed and rested is another signing on his own for me. And then you have
your favorite boy.
And then you have Tijani Babangida Rangers. Tijani Babang. I kept on clamoring for these guys earlier since last year, 2024, asking Manchester United on my knees to get this boy for me, but they refused. But finally, Man City has gotten him. This guy, what I love about him is the way he combines physicality with technicality. And this is what modern football is all about. Pep Guardiola was talking about teams like Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Brighton, the way forward or the yardstick for modern football. Because of the midfielders they are very strong and they are technically very good. Before a lot of players that are very strong off of the ball or on the ball, they don't have that technical ability when they have the ball. But now players are combining both of them. So Tijani Reinders is going to be a perfect pivot for sitting alongside Rodri. Going forward, he scored like 15 plus goals and then he has like 5 assists. So he's so good with that bad AC Milan side. I just can't wait for what he's going to do under Pep Guardiola in Manchester City. So, and then for Chelsea, João Pedro coming on time, 2 games, 3 goals. He has not even seen Chelsea dressing room or know what Cobham is like, but he settled in like a glove nicely. And then you have Gerd Delap also scored 1 goal. and he's been showing promising signs. You have Jamie Gittens, one of the best left wingers last season with goal and assist contribution, one of the best effective dribblers of the world, as the stats may have it. You have Estabo, a young promising guy. You saw what he did against Chelsea. He has proven that he's a man that's not shy of big occasions, and he is going to nail that right hand side with Madueke now off. And then if Palmer is being rested, he can come in. So, and then you have Dario Esugo, you have well refurbished and experienced Andre Santos now. So these guys are coming in, and Chelsea are still going for Xavi Simons. I think he's already in an advanced level according to Fabrizio. Or if the deal goes off, then there is Rogers. And for that Xavi Simons, if you see his stats compared with Palmer, he has a lot of good ball carrying, a lot of things ahead of Palmer. So imagine him coming into that team, sitting in number 10, and then Palmer on the right hand side, as we saw against PSG or against Real Betis. It's going to be a nightmare for every team. It's going to be scary, but not for Chelsea. And then Chelsea are also going for Hato. So these are prospective signings. Becoming more confident. It's a signing on its own, so they don't need another goalkeeper. So these two teams, with the confidence Chelsea has gotten from that final, beating PSG, the one champion, is going to take them to another level. And then Man City is a team that has something to prove. Having a bad season last season, this season, they're coming to take any stranger. So yeah, that's it for me. So I want to hear why you think that Arsenal and Liverpool are the best, or have had the best signing.
I'm going to actually start with Liverpool, because these guys are just going in to do like really have statement signings, which is something I definitely admire. Being a champions of England, and going to the market aggressively like this, it just shows the sign of the determination. It also just show the sign of like these people want to keep this status. And to be honest, they have the money they did not spend in the last years in this way. And of course, also they have places or positions that they lack at. They're going to definitely also face a lot of competition. So for me, that makes a lot of sense for them to go into the market in this way. And Arne Slot just proved that he is a guy for the job, winning them the Premier League title just in his first season. So yeah, I'm going to, of course, I definitely believe investing on his project, it makes a lot of sense. Starting with signing Frimpong, just, a immediate replacement for someone like Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is a very, very pivotal player for Liverpool, bringing a player that can actually also hold that width very, very good. He's very technical, very skillful player, and it's definitely going to help Mohamed Salah a lot. Then, of course, going into the other side, the opposite side, that left back, and getting someone like Kerkez, that a lot of teams were dreaming of having a Kerkez, and then end up to come to Liverpool. It's just amazing for them. Not only that, but they make the major signing, going into the Bundesliga, getting the best player in the Bundesliga from Bayer Leverkusen, going into competition with Bayern Munich, the biggest club in Germany, and win this fight. It just shows you that these guys are not playing around. Bringing Florian Wirtz, the fluidity this guy is going to bring, the technicality this guy will bring, also the strength. Although he's a very small guy, but the guy is just so brilliant. He can score a goal. He can, of course, also assist. He can play in different positions in that front line. So it's definitely going to bring a lot of quality to the front line of Liverpool. Going for Ekitike also to kind of, to reinforce a position that they have a lot of issues in after the passing of Diego
Jota, yeah.
And of course, poor performances from Darwin Núñez. They wanted to reinforce. It was very important to reinforce. You can question their choice going to Hugo Ekitike, but now also we heard that they are going for Alexander Isak. That's going to just take the whole team into new level, because we all know who is Alexander Isak, arguably top 2 striker in the Premier League for last season. The guy can score, the guy can drop deep, he can combine the play. He's physically very, very strong, very smart. So this is absolutely fantastic signing for the Reds if it happens. So for me, this is just going to elevate Liverpool, the already strong Liverpool. We saw them last season. Up until they get eliminated from that Champions League, they were definitely top 3 teams in Europe. And to me personally, even today, I would say Liverpool last season was definitely top 3 teams in Europe. The guys are just so fluid, so amazing, so strong. And it's definitely, they're not going to stop there, because they are also looking into the market to bring a left winger, someone who can also add depth to that left wing. This will be, in addition, you have Cody Gakpo, you have Mo Salah, you have all these players who, Luis Diaz, of course, his future is not necessarily clear, but still, he's a very, very good player, and in case he stays in Liverpool, that's just going to be like top notch. Of course, if they get Rodrigo, that's just going to be game over for a lot of teams. And when we talk about Arsenal, for me, there is a lot of things that Arsenal did this season that makes them definitely a top candidate to win the Premier League for next season. Going into the market early on, getting Norgard. No one was talking about Norgard getting Norgard. To me personally, this is one of my favorite signings in this summer transfer market because you're getting a guy that's actually ready to play in the Premier League. He already showed his quality. He's a very, very, very good and of course an upgrade when you're talking about Jorginho. The guy has a lot of strengths. He's also not as old as Jorginho. He's, coming there very humble, know that it will be a competition for him and he accepted this role. So he's definitely going to bring a lot of quality. He's going to rest a lot of players. And why not ending up as a starting player for Arsenal, getting Zubamendi, addressing one of the weakness of Arsenal from last season. Last season, we all noticed that Arsenal is not capable of progressing the ball vertically from the center of the pitch. And with Zubamendi, this is going to be solved. We saw him in the first game in the preseason. The guy can actually progress the ball vertically. Also, he takes a lot of risk, which is something very, very important for me personally, because we didn't see this for a very long time. Players from Arsenal, they like to all the time play diagonal passes, which is not as effective as having vertical passes. Just going to shorten the period for you to progress the ball and definitely going to put you in a very, very good position. Bringing Nono Madueke as a sub maybe for Bukayo Saka, it's a different profile, it's a different style. The guy also comes with a lot to prove, so I think he's going to be a very, very good addition. And of course, bringing Christian Mosquera, this is the cherry on the top. The guy is just like a chef kiss, and getting him for this low price at such young age with the experience he have is will definitely come in handy. Now, when you look at Arsenal defense, you have like at least 8 players in the top level. You have players who can actually compete and players also definitely going to support the team. Then you address another position where you don't have a good backup for Raya. You sign Kebar Arrizabalaga after having a very good season with Bournemouth. It's going to be a very good addition. Not only that, but Arsenal went and get Gyökeres. And this is just like, hey, give them that EPL title. Thank you very much. We see you in 2026, 2027, because these guys are just coming to win the title. Bringing Gyökeres, that means you're bringing 20 plus goals a season for the team. Like Arsenal, well structured, a team that play very good football, they're very aggressive, well organized. You're just ending the whole story. Still, Arsenal is in the market to go get a left winger, because for me it's very important to still bring a left winger. You cannot start, you're gonna depend on Martinelli and Trossard. You need to get a left winger who's actually good. But that's why also Arsenal is still on talks for bringing Eberechi Eze. If this happens, as I said, it's going to be a long night for all the teams, not only in the EPL, but in Europe in general.
All right. Thank you very much. I so much love those insight and analysis. And I feel a little bit convinced with all you said. So with that being said, rate the whole of the club's summer signing so far: Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. What would you rate their summer transfer? So
I would start fourth. The fourth position, I'll give it to Manchester City, because I think, yes, they get a lot of players, but at the same time, there is still positions for me personally that they did not address, who's going to be that right back and all these kinds of questions. So I'm going to say, for me, fourth is Manchester City. 3 is going to be Chelsea. I like the way they did the business, also selling and buying, just being very, very smart. This is if it's just about business, definitely Chelsea going to be number 1. Number 2 is going to Liverpool, because, hey, Liverpool still not need to go to the market to get a center back. Without a center back, they are one injury away from blowing the whole entire season. At number 1 is Gunners. What about you?
okay. If Liverpool is able to sign Isak, then they are number 1. Then at my number 2, checking at Arsenal not still able to sign a left winger, and I doubt if they will. So that will make me have Man City just second, because their signing has come on time and they have been with the team prepared for the Club World Cup. They know what Guardiola wants and they will go on their personal way to work on it. So Man City second, third is Arsenal, and then last Chelsea. So yeah, that's it.
Fair enough.
So yeah, guys, thank you for also watching this wonderful episode. Please like, share, and if you're not subscribed yet, please kindly subscribe and turn on your notification for more videos like this. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I will personally be there to reply you.